And this is for the little ones in the Philippines. They say I'm a ghost. Ghost like a skull. There's a skull right there. See? Boom. So now we're going to get into the code. I broke Leonardo da Vinci's code. Watch. Now, hey, I'm Alan Cook, and I'm the proud owner of this MIDION. MIDION is a diary of Leonardo da Vinci's works, and it is a absolute 100% lost painting of Leonardo da Vinci's. I have nearly 1,000 YouTubes, and I'm going to prove that I have broken his codes. As of tonight, if you take a look, this kind of looks like a bowling pin that's got a little cloud. This will represent a bowling pin. This will represent a bowling pin. You turn this in a certain way, and you cut part of her face in the sense it covers the bowling pin. These are bowling pins, and these are periodic. And in between, these blacks turn into bowling pins. Very difficult to pull, but you're going to understand. Please follow me, please. There's a bench that runs here where her hand is writing as a line. There's a line here as it's writing. So you have this line and this line as a marker of Leonardo da Vinci's ways. This so happens to be another and another and another and another and another. And I'm going to give you what this is all about. Watch, please. And I'll try to really do it. I'll really try to do it to where you understand it. I'm hoping. Now this is the right side bottom of the Mona Lisa. It's the skull. Here is the bowling pin that I'm talking about. It is the same as what these are, believe it or not. What he's done is he's buried it and then he's frosted it around to protect. You're going to see what I mean in a minute. You see there's a line that runs through here, there's a line that runs through here, and he continues these lines throughout the painting. But when certain areas, and I'll try to see if I got one here to do it, here's a bowling pin area, and it lines up, and it fits perfectly over. Now, you can see this straight line that runs through here. Okay, you see, I left-handed, I'm sorry. You can see the line that runs straight through here. Now he makes these codes. Now I'm going to hold it right here so you know that here's the straight line, and you can even see some lines through here, but I'll hold it right here. There's his line. So here's one of his markings with his marking. So he lines up his marking with his marking for the bowling pin. Here's another bowling pin. Now I shift it. I shift this one up, and I move this. See, something's going funny with this computer because it went off the chart. So I got to scoot this down. So all you got to do is line them up. There it is. Again, you see, line here. So that's the way Leo is. He's very, 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 very tricky. So when you want, you take and you move these periodic into his areas. So in here would go again. It's got to go down. Right there. And so here you got the straight line again. So he tells you. See his arm that floats here? See his arm that floats here? You put it up, and how it lines up here, and the straight line. Now here's his arm. You can see the angle that he gives a little opening to tell you. So you can see how he gives these endos. And you can actually see his finger. You can see the tip of his finger through here. So when you take this and move it this way, or up and down, and you align them with his markings and his lines, you broke his code. You broke his code because Leonardo da Vinci is letting you know, okay, he's letting you know where these are. Now, you know, I've showed you so many of these between his shoes and the writing of Leonardo da Vinci and the heart on her dress and everything. I've showed you nearly, I would say 7,000 micro images. And that's the way Leo is. See? Watch this. You can see how the shoe fits over here. You get it lined up again. You got to scoot this. Got to scoot it again. And you can see the pointy shoe. And his pointy shoe keeps continuing. That's the way Leo is. You can even see the straight line that he gives you to follow. So, you know, it's kind of like follow the shoe line, follow the other lines, follow the bowling pin looking man's head, torso. So when he's even got a line over here. So when you get it over here, there's a line. Leonardo da Vinci is a magnificent code man. Okay, look at that. Here's her hand right there. So that's her hand, and that's where it would be that he would show that hand. And there's her pre-bent finger right in there. Here's her pre-bent finger. Here's the angle cut of the finger. That's the way he does things. He hides it in stars, and then he blends it like, like we just showed you, the frost. See the frost? So in other words, you put your little icon of your torso man or the bowling pin, and then you fog it around. So when you do, you got this movement this much to show you that it doesn't move back and forth like on a rail on a railroad track, that it gives some movement in life. Because what he's doing, he's making a movie out of his painting. So Leonardo da Vinci is awesome, and this is a fact. I've also showed you that this particular one is also where the hand lies. So there's a lot of YouTubes you need to see of how he uses the same substance thousands and thousands of times in many different angles. And with that, I gotta tell you, listen, you guys are great. I don't know if you guys really loved my song or whatnot, but we got great comments, and I turned around and got great thumbs up and good subscriptions out of it. I only just blew those words out from just telling you my feelings. And I hope you guys wash your hands, social distance, wear a mask, and will you please, please, please say your prayers, and may God bless the whole world, the universe, and the heavens. And subscribe at the end of this YouTube or the next one, because they do not give us credit until you get a couple YouTubes in. That's what I found. So to make it count, put some time in for me. I put in 7 years in for you, and I really love you guys. You guys, my new friends and pals, and I'm really honored to be here on earth with you. And I'll see you in heaven too. Okay, so say your prayers, and God bless us all. Amen.